What's up, guys? It's Raz. First video with the new phone. Let's check it out. Got my Auntie's 2008 Chevy Equinox 3.4 liter V6. And we're replacing the Serpentine belt. Look at that puppy. She cracking. Anywho, first things first, gotta take the air intake off. Get a flathead, take the sensor off, and this sensor. And then we'll get this bolt down here. And dang, just one bolt. Ain't that nice. Let's get to it and I'll tell you more. Check it. So yep, one 10mm bolt. And then there's two plungers right here. You pop it out and pull it out this way. I used a needle nose. A little beat up, but I can replace it. If it's gonna fit in there and have good tension, I'm gonna leave it. It was a little harder because it had little like threads on it instead of like two sides you could squeeze, but still got it out. Yeah, that's about it. These sensors were really easy to get off. All you gotta do is move this guy out of your dang way. And there's the motor mount. You got two 18mm and three 15mm bolts. And now you can get a better look at this belt. Oh, look at that. Right where I was showing it. I didn't even try to, but it's cracking, y'all. If your belt's cracking like this, then yeah, it's due for a change. But if someone's telling you you need to replace your belt and it looks like this, you're good. You're good. And I don't know if I want to do this before I take the motor mount off, but I'm just gonna get like the routing of the belt in my head and record it. This way, if I forget, I could just come back to my video. And in case you guys forgot, you could watch my video. There we go. It goes under that pulley. And I mean, when you do these pulleys, it's pretty simple, man. You got a part with teeth. The teeth of the belt needs to go on it. If it's flat, the flat part of the belt needs to go on it. If you have it opposite, you're gonna have a world of trouble going on if you turn it on. And at the time, you can't even get these on there unless you do it right. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I got the two 18mm out. I got the jack under here. You want to, I think I said it, probably not. Just a piece of wood on your oil pan so you don't damage your oil pan with your jack. And lightly jack it up before you remove these bolts. And then you're gonna want to jack it up a teeny bit more before you get these three. So I'm gonna just do that right now. Just a little bit more. And sorry I ain't getting the angles for y'all. I don't got no case on this new phone, so going in my pocket. Figured I'd mention this. I slowly backed these bolts out to see how far the engine would move, and it moved quite a bit. So now I gotta jack it up. Oh, I didn't even show it. I'm sure you've seen it straighten out. Yeah, now it's a little straighter. It went down a little bit, but one of these can come out freely. There's not a lot of tension, and as long as you can see the thread holes, you're all good. Now I'm gonna pull this one all the way out.
Oh, what happened?
I started recording. Check it out, y'all. I'm pulling the motor mount out now because it's in the way. And my auntie is just telling me about how the engine is shifting kind of hard. That may be a contributor. Motor mount's almost done, but looking at it, I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. You can see where it's ripped. I wouldn't know for sure too unless I seen like a brand new one, but I guarantee you the brand new one, this isn't ripped on it. Alright y'all, now I'm gonna vacuum this mess up before I pull the belt off and get it on the pulleys. And then we're gonna get this, you can fit your ratchet in here. I'm pretty sure it's a 3/8 drive. Alright y'all. So I was about to say, if you don't have this long flat bar, it's alright, because you can use a ratchet. You just have to jack your engine up enough to get your ratchet in there. But I don't want to put too much stress on the other motor mounts, and I just got it in there by having it like that. because you want to have it like this so you can pull it upwards. You don't want to push it that way, because then you're just adding tension. When you pull it up, you're getting the tension off of it. So now I'm trying to show y'all without breaking my phone. Let's see. All right. So y'all can see. I'm gonna pull up on this bar. And it's gonna, just a little bit of me pulling up on this right now. I got enough slack to pull that guy off. And then you wanna slowly put it back down, because that guy's just gonna spring back. You don't want it to mess up. So just let it go back slowly. I need a flathead for mine. Let's see. There we go. Good old flathead. Sheesh. It had so much tension because this little ball, that little ball peen. But there we go. We got her loose, y'all. And now, one more time, I'm gonna get the routing of the belt done. So, goes under that guy, goes around that, goes over there, comes to this belt, pulley, wraps around him, wraps around the little guy, goes towards the tensioner, and over here. All right, now let's route the new belt in there. Alright, y'all, before you waste your time putting the new belt on, hold them out. I can hardly do this with one hand, but you'll get the picture. Hold the belt out and stretch it out just a little bit and see if it's the same size. And make sure it's got the same amount of teeth. You don't want one with more teeth than you got, because then it's going to skip and it's going to break. So, we're all good. Check this puppy out. Let's look on the inside. Oh yeah, cracking all over, y'all. I told my auntie, let me look at it before you do it, because maybe they're yanking your chain. Nope, they're telling her right. All right, check it, y'all. So first I went down here, wrapped around the crankshaft pulley, and went around the AC condenser pulley. And then you come up right here and you want to go around the water pump pulley, and it goes like this. It goes around over here. This part is supposed to go under this pulley, but I'm getting there. Go under this. You go under, over the alternator, down over the pulley, tensioner pulley. And then that guy comes over here, over to this little pulley, and then back around to the crankshaft. And like I said earlier, you can see where it's flat, I have the flat part of the belt. Where I got teeth, like right here, I got the teeth part of the belt on there. I mean, this thing's pretty idiot proof, but you always gotta check before you start it. Now, this is what I was gonna show y'all. I was able to fit my bar right here, and that way I'll be able to push it towards the firewall. And you see that? Letting the tension off. So when the tension's off, I'll be able to slip it around that guy. And then once I got that routed, I'll watch my video one more time and make sure I got it routed right. So, yeah, I figured I'd show this because I don't want to type it out in the video later. I ended up putting my bar back where it was because when I had it up here, I didn't have enough leverage or like leeway. So look at that. Now I can pull this bad boy all the way over here. So now I can get the belt on there because I got the right amount over. Before I'd go down like this and barely point down. Now I go straight. Let's throw this bad boy on. Check it. She's on. Just like before. Over this guy. Along the water pump. Down to the AC condenser. over to the crankshaft, over to this idler pulley right here, over to the tensioner, up around the alternator, and under this pulley, and back over. And that's it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I did end up leaving it on there, and having the bar down here really helped. So you probably want to have your ratchet down here so when you pull up, the leverage is working in your favor, and that way it goes on. So I pulled the tension loose, and then I slipped it over this pulley. So I put it on every pulley but this one. This one was last. Now I'm gonna be putting the motor mount back in. I'll wipe that down just a little bit with this wet rag, and yeah, we'll call it good. I'm gonna have to replace her. I'm gonna pull her air filter out to replace her motor mount, because like I showed you, it's ripping. We gotta order it. It'll be here like one. Alright guys, I wanted to show you how I'm using my impact. You could use a ratchet, and if you got a torque wrench, I'm gonna tell you the torque specs in a second here. I forgot, I gotta check. But I just wanted to show you, you know, if you got an extension, you could do this. And I just lightly threaded them in. Oh, pulled the trigger a little too much, but I only gave it one little tap so it's not too tight. And then I'm gonna lower this guy. I'm gonna lower it so it sits on this a little. Just a little. I don't want too much tension on this mount when I tighten these bolts, but I'm gonna let it down just a tiny bit. Alright, the 15 millimeters are gonna be 45 foot-pounds, and the 18 millimeters are gonna be 85 foot-pounds. Show you what I'm doing. And like I said, I only did it one little tap. So when it's tightened all the way and I tapped it once with the impact, it's already good. I did turn it a little bit. See, look at this one. A little bit of a turn, so that means good thing I only gave it one tap, because you don't want to
snap it.
Yeah. So there you go. 15s are at 45 foot-pounds. Now I'm gonna do the 18 millimeters. These guys tighten up at 85 foot-pounds. All right, y'all. I have it set on. Actually, I have it on 83 because the 85 felt like it's too tight. And yeah, right now it's not clicking, but oh,
it's
believe
tight.
Me, it's tight. Yeah.
Damn.
So if your torque wrench is ever doing that and it feels super tight, and especially if you're at 85 foot-pounds already, just let it be. Yeah, I'm calling it good.
Good. Done.
Yep, we're done. Oh, just like that, guys, we're done. We're gonna throw the air box back in, and look at that. I'd say this is my half-assed. I mean, I vacuumed, I wiped this down. I mean, you've seen what it looked like before.
How was your air
Even my half-assed is clean, guys. Look at that. Her air filter, dirty. I told her it was dirty. You can still see daylight through it,
God damn.
which is a good thing. But I told her it was dirty. She said it was recently replaced. I can tell y'all I'd say they didn't replace it on her.
Yeah. Get it done.
Now I guess I'll wipe this off because I don't want to put it in there all dirty. I don't know. We'll probably call and see how much that is. All right, y'all. She's in, and she turned over. I didn't record it, but threw in a new air filter and put all the sensors on before we started it. And that's it. You're done with your Serpentine belt on your Equinox. Next, I'm gonna have her bring it over. We need to look at, when we do that motor mount, I'm gonna do her spark plugs, and then I'm gonna check that transmission mount that's blocking the tranny dipstick. Other than that, she sounded good. Now we need to put all the tools away. All right, y'all. Turns out the motor mount's 150 bucks. So now I'm taking this all back out again so I can place that motor mount down there, and then I'm gonna get to the spark plugs, which shouldn't be too hard. Cross my fingers. Check it out, guys. So always check that your motor mount's the same. And look, I was right. It used to be solid. Check the other side. It's ripped. Look on this side. So yeah, probably do That's what it looks like. Now we're gonna put it in. Show you right now. Make sure the sensor's not under there. And then look at these. I'll pull it back a little bit, start them, then jack it up a little till the bolts are straight. Or no, I'll just jack it up now. Earlier I jacked it up till it was mounted right here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do that again. Alright, I wanted to show you because last time I didn't record it. I am tightening it with the impact, but not like crazy tight. And look, see it? Oh, you can't even see it, so I'm gonna just jack it up. Here's a baby gap. Now there's no gap down here. See how it's like touching right there? I jacked it up so it was. These are only like finger tight in there. And now I'll just slowly thread it. And that's it. Once it's tight, I'm done. I don't need to tighten it yet completely. Earlier I did it like that. I did one little tap. That's if you're doing it with the impact. If you're not, just do it tight for now until you get the torque wrench. But if you ain't got a torque wrench, make it tight now. Not crazy tight, just tight. Because after you get these guys down, the 18 millimeters on, once you get those on, then you could get it super tight. After you let the engine rest. But in my case, I'm gonna throw the 18s on. I'm gonna do 2 little tappies. And then I'll let the jack down some.
That's for after.
There we go. She's looking good. Now I'm gonna torque her up. Alright, y'all. So now we're moving on to spark plugs. Motor mount's done, it's all torqued. And so I'm gonna take this off because I could hardly see where the spark plug wires are. I almost thought it was a 4-cylinder after all, but no, can't be. So look at this. This is really hard, but I had to loosen this guy in order to pull this cap off. And I had to take the map sensors plug off. And look at that. Bam. That's all that holds it on there. And now look, I can actually see where these back plugs go and figure out where the wires plug into the spark plugs. And so I don't get nothing in here for the meantime, I'm gonna twist this back in here, put this guy back on top. And now we'll get to the spark plugs. And as much as I wanted to tackle the hard ones first, I'm gonna do the easy ones. So, oh, ow, my finger sacrificed. We're starting with this guy. I don't know what number it is because I'm just going individual. Look at me.
Can I take this for a minute?
Yeah, let me get it out for you. Found this broken in there. It wasn't even attached, so that's probably why it's running a little harsh. And look, I got this extension ratchet and a small 1/2-inch extension as well with the spark plug thing.
What is that?
Extension.
I don't know. I'm gonna go ask them.
Did you get it or what?
Yeah.
But you don't have to get it, but it'd be nice.
Here. Let me see this.
Shoot, you'd probably get one from the junkyard for $4.